Donald Trump is absolutely furious that Republicans are telling him, stay the hell away from Georgia. There is a Senate runoff in Georgia of critical importance on December 6th. It is Raphael Warnock, the incumbent Democrat, against Republican challenger Herschel Walker. The winner on December 6th will determine, do Democrats hold the Senate 50-50, needing every Democratic vote, and then Kamala Harris as a tiebreaker to get things done? Or do Democrats take a 51-49 helm of the Senate, making either Joe Manchin or Kyrsten Sinema a little bit irrelevant in getting things passed? It's very important. There is, of course, this guy named Donald Trump, who's running for president in 2024. He wants to be seen as the savior and the winner everywhere, despite his pretty bad endorsement outcomes in the November 8th, 2022 midterms. And Republicans seem to recognize if Trump comes to Georgia to, quote, help Walker, it might actually be a really bad thing. And there's a very interesting Rolling Stone article. Trump is pissed Republicans keep telling him to stay away from Georgia. It's by Azawin Subsang and Nikki Ramirez. With a runoff election looming, they write, the newly announced 2024 candidate doesn't want his rivals getting any attention while his party wards him away. And they write, as Republicans pour party resources into the Georgia Senate runoff, Donald Trump is getting irritated at the idea that virtually no one of importance wants him to campaign in Georgia. In the lead up, several Republicans and Trump allies already told him not to hold a Georgia rally ahead of the runoff, according to two people familiar with the matter. Trump has, however, suggested that those close to him that he'll react poorly if Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis campaigns in Georgia while the Republican Party holds its once undisputed leader at arm's length. People who have recently spoken to Trump fear if DeSantis announces a Georgia event, it would guarantee that Trump also heads to the state. Trump has also vehemently argued to aides and confidants that his presence in the runoff would be a net positive for Walker, and he's accused pundits and Republicans who say he shouldn't go to Georgia are unintelligent Trump haters. I want Trump in Georgia. I really do. Hold rallies, talk about how the next election is going to be rigged and how the previous one was rigged and it was stolen and it was all stolen. Stand right next to Herschel Walker and say, this is one of the people we need to get in there, but it was rigged, and where's my African American and all the crazy stuff. Do it. I think it will be bad for Herschel Walker. If Walker wins, there is obviously something very wrong with the people of Georgia. And the fact that Warnock didn't win outright and we need a runoff, I've already said, complete and total disaster. No question whatsoever. We are where we are right now, which is that the 2.1% of the vote that went to the third party candidate could go either way. And it's going to come down to turnout, and it's going to come down to ground game. I can think of few things worse for Walker than what was bad for other candidates a few weeks ago, which is Trump showing up, ranting for 90 minutes or 2 hours about voter fraud and how he did really well in 2020, and then kind of saying, yeah, and vote for this guy or gal. It wasn't good for the contested races. It wasn't good for Mastriano. It wasn't good for Oz. It wasn't good for Tudor Dixon. It wasn't good for Kerry Lake. J.R. Majewski lost. John Gibbs lost, and on and on and on. So I say, bring Trump to Georgia and let him wreak havoc. Even better would be if it becomes, for lack of a better term, a penis-sized contest between Trump and DeSantis to the detriment of Herschel Walker. We know that Barack Obama will be campaigning with Raphael Warnock. If the scheduling lines up, we will cover that live. And if indeed this sort of slurry of Republican rallies with Trump, DeSantis, et cetera, materialize for Walker, we will cover those as well. But most importantly, and I know I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, most importantly, if you live in Georgia, if you're registered to vote in Georgia, make sure that you vote, because this one is of critical importance. Make sure also that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're watching right now on YouTube and you look at that subscribe button up there or down below, wherever it is, and it's enabled, if it says subscribe rather than subscribed, hit that button. There's over 3 million people who watch our videos and don't yet subscribe. Help us get to 2 million subscribers. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. Parents in the audience, if you're like me, you're looking for fun, new things to do with your kids, meaningful, enriching, but fun enough to keep them engaged. Every month, our sponsor, Mel Science, sends you a box with science experiments that combine hands-on physical components with virtual and augmented reality. Learning science doesn't need to be boring. It doesn't need to be difficult. Many kids are hands-on learners who absorb the most through activities like these. It's perfect for homeschooling, ages 5 through high school, 5 different subscriptions to choose from: chemistry, physics, STEM, math, or medicine. Mel Science sent me the Chemistry of Monsters box, where you grow a black monster from sugar and make a huge foam eruption in a flask, but you're actually learning about carbon dioxide and unstable carbonic acid. We had a ton of fun with it. The VR components are awesome too. It is really clear how this helps kids tune into what they are learning. And my audience gets 50% off your first month. Go to melscience.com and use the code PACMAN. The link is down below.